Hey everybody, this is Lucas covering the Bethesda conference from yesterday, and myself, I am a Bethesda fanboy, and I am excited with what they're coming out with, what they had at the conference, and just all the stuff that they're coming out with. The only problem that I had with was the god awful opening that they went with. I know some people are a fan of Andrew WK, but when was the last thing that he's done? He was outdated and he was in the wrong place. Nobody in the crowd gave a flying shit about what was going on stage. They wanted to know about Rage. They didn't care that Andrew WK was in some dirty ass white jeans and a white t-shirt. Nobody cared. But then they showed the gameplay from Rage 2. Then everybody cared. Rage 2 is a post-apocalyptic Mad Max style game, which Bethesda is known for with their whole post-apocalyptic settings that they have. After that, they went from Rage 2 over to Elder Scrolls Legends, another Hearthstone clone. It's just another card game, just with Elder Scrolls stuff in it, I guess. I'm not interested in any more of these card games. I think it's getting too much. After that, then they talked about Elder Scrolls Online, which I played for a total of about 45 minutes before I was like, alright, I can't do this. They just released Somerset, and they're going to be releasing new DLC, I believe in the fall, with werewolves and Argonians. After that, they talked about Doom Eternal, which is the sequel to the newest Doom game that they have. And I just want to kill more demons. It's gory, loud rock music, blood, guts, let me punch a demon's face in. I love the Doom series. After that, then they talked about Quake Champions, which is going to have free play until the 17th. Then they went to Prey, which is getting 3 new modes. I know Alex has played that game. I'm not sure if anybody else has played that game. And they're getting more story mode, New Game Plus, and Survival. And a new mode that they are adding to the game, it's kind of like Prop Hunt from Call of Duty, but the roles are reversed. It's a game with 5 people, there's 1 survivor and 4 mimics. And the mimics are basically trying to kill the survivor, and they can disguise themselves as anything as mimics do. And they're also coming out with new DLC for Prey, which is called Moon Crash, and it just takes place on the moon. And it's kind of like as far as you can go in one life, I believe. Wolfenstein 2 is coming to the Switch. And speaking of Wolfenstein, a third part of the Wolfenstein installment is coming, which I was surprised to hear about since Wolfenstein 2 just came out, feels like only a couple months ago. But I know it's been out longer than that. It just feels really soon to be making another Wolfenstein game. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I'm a huge fan of BJ Blazkowicz and the Wolfenstein series. There's some few changes. It's not going to be a BJ story. It's going to be about his twin daughters in Paris in 1988, I guess, fighting with the resistance in Paris. And since it's going to be his twin daughters, it is going to be a co-op Wolfenstein game, which I'm very excited for. After that, we finally figured out all about Fallout 76. And I was, when they first said this, I was on the fence about it. Now I'm a little bit more open-minded to it, and I'm probably going to pick it up. I mean, I saw the collector's edition, and I want this game just because of the stuff that comes with the collector's edition. But once they started talking about it, I'm a fan of it now. It's going to be an online Fallout game where you can play with friends. It's an online world of Fallout, and I'm excited for that. If you're playing with your friends, you still keep your progression. You can build settlements wherever you want with your friends. And a cool feature that they have, since this game takes place before all of the other Fallout games, you can find code pieces and have access to nukes in the world, in the open world. And this game comes out on November 14th, 2018. So it's coming out in a couple of months. Some other Fallout news. Fallout Shelter is coming to the PS4 and the Switch, and it's still free, and it was available last night, so it's out there right now if you want it. Then, another mobile game that they're coming out with is Elder Scrolls Blades, and it appears to be some sort of dungeon crawling game, and it's going to be on the Apple and Android, and I was like, about it, but I mean, it looks like something just to do. You can play with one hand, so I mean, I guess when you're taking a crap or something, it's going to be fun to slay dragons, and it's free, so I mean, what do you have to lose? But big things that they announced are the 2 new games. They're coming out with a brand new title, and I'm sure it's going to be a series as well, called Starfield. and they just showed a little teaser trailer for it. No release date or anything on it, but they just wanted us to know that they're doing this. And knowing Bethesda, it's probably just going to be a space exploration. And other big news, we got Skyrim on Alexa. Still a $60 title, but it can be on Alexa, your Samsung smart fridge. And I think this is great. I'm just kidding. That was a little joke video that they had because they just kept been releasing Skyrim over and over again. But the big surprise is they're finally making an Elder Scrolls 6. No release date or anything, just another teaser trailer, but I'm just happy to know that they're making it. And that was about all I have to say on the Bethesda coverage. I mean, since it was just 12 different things. But anyway, it was Bethesda. They always knock it out of the park. I'm glad Andrew WK is over and done with, and we don't have to worry about that again. So, on Monday, we have the Sony conference and the Ubisoft conference, and I'm going to be covering the Ubisoft conference and the Sony conference, and we'll have review videos up after that. Please like and subscribe, and follow us on Twitter. Thanks a lot, guys.